It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, it is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso Live on S3. Let's talk about sports for a bit. Now, we know that sports are a great place to show that equality can happen. It really is the perfect place to see that. And when it comes to our own particular game, we all think it's the superior sport. But the truth is that parallels do exist between more sport than we actually do care to realize. And that's why Graeme and Ryle put this theory to the test between the DHL Stormers and the DHL Lifesavers. Watch this.
In South Africa, we love our sport. It's in our blood, it's part of our culture, it is who we are. And it's actually been proven that rugby is one of the 3 most popular mainstream sports in the sports-mad country.
Wow, that is awesome. And on top of that, life-saving too is now becoming a growing sport, and it's becoming ever popular in big countries around the world like Australia, New Zealand, and of course right here in SAG.
Yeah, it's about to blow up. So we right now are in our happy place. I mean, this is your home, dude. We're on Clifton, 4th Beach, where we've got the DHL life-saving team and the DHL Stormers about to do a little meet and greet. They're going to be joining the family, and we're going to draw some interesting comparisons and maybe some differences between these 2 epic sports.
Looks like we've got a game on our hands, G.
Game on, baby.
I'm super excited to see DHL coming on board, especially with regards to a lower tier sport like life-saving. I mean, the amount of work that goes into an organization, not just the sport, but the humanitarian approach as well. It's so good to see some support. I mean, it's so needed. Remember, it's a volunteer organization, so these guys are sacrificing all their time, and it's so good to see that that support's being matched by DHL. I think it's going to grow tenfold.
The similarities between what we do and what they do are actually a whole lot. Obviously, they do much more important work, you know, saving lives. You just play around with a rugby ball and grass, which is very commendable. But the time and effort and commitment they take into this type of things and their training is actually commendable. I'm really, really impressed.
All right, so rugby is quite a complex discipline to master, okay? It takes a real genius to get it on every level. Obviously, there's many facets of fitness, very complete, holistic view to fitness, but also a very high skill level. Surely rugby players sit at the top of the kind of
hold on,
hierarchy.
Gee, hang on a second. I've got to read the lifeguards here because they are also training for fitness and sport too. And on top of that, remember, these guys are training to save someone's life. And what that means is a special kind of skill, a special kind of endurance, lots of speed, and of course, on top of that, gusto and heart, man.
He's got to save my life, okay? He saved my life, okay? There'll be many times. Check how nervous he got when he dropped the ball. So, obviously, at the heart of a really good movement is a good, solid structure. Lineouts, probably one of the most difficult of those structures to master. So, Scarra's going to teach us, Ryle and myself, how to throw in. It's a little blow by blow. What should we be doing?
So, okay, if you're a hooker and you're throwing, your back ball is usually the one that gives you the power.
Okay.
Yeah, and then your front is just guiding for you, almost like a rudder. This one's giving you the power.
All right, okay, I'm down with that. I feel confident. You've said it's a lot easier than it looks. I'm ready. I think now we're going to hand over to David to explain to our lifesavers how the jumping side works.
Cool, guys. So we're going to have 3 calls. We're going to have a D, H, and L. So D means we're going to go forward and up. H means we'll stay on the spot, and L means we'll go backwards. Basically, we just want to try and move together, make sure that when we lift, full extension of the arms, and when you jump, jump with your arms ready to catch the ball. Cool.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey.
Well done, by the way. The jumping is exquisite. The throwing in, masterful. So what we're going to do now is you're going to tap down, pass it down the line. The first team to get the ball to this end of the park is our winner in our first challenge. You got that down? Look like you guys embraced the challenge and the opportunity today. What did you learn today that you didn't know before?
I never knew lifesavers train so hard. It seems like their sessions are kind of not even as equal as our ones, probably a bit harder. So all that time on the land, running on the sand, and then in the sea, it can be a bit tougher than rugby, probably.
I see you being laughing, having a lot of fun today. What's it been like competing with the Stormers and doing these crazy events?
Oh, it was so nice. It was just something different. Obviously, we normally do different life-saving events, so it was cool to add something in with the Stormers, learn a little bit of ball skills, add in their sport in our sport. It was amazing.
So in rugby, the fans know that it's all about on-field communication, using your voice, giving the correct calls in whatever language is going to most confuse your opponents and obviously get the message across.
Yeah, but with life-saving, it's a little bit different, G. Of course, you don't have the ability to communicate face-to-face. A lot of the danger is happening in the water, so you need to effectively communicate from the beach all the way to the ocean. And the way we do that is using effective flag signals and calls.
So the first signal that we're going to go through is assistance required, and that's this. So there we go. Yeah. No, you need help. It's not alone. You need help. You need help. So when you see a swimmer, in a distress signal will be the double arm wave. Another signal that we use as lifeguards to talk to other lifeguards is this, and that's resuscitation required, not a shock. Like this. Another signal that is really important is message understood, and that's this. Yeah? Okay? And message not understood is this. Directional signals, if you are a lifeguard on the sand and there's a lifeguard in the water and you want him to go do something in a direction, what you're going to do is this. So that's pick up swimmers to the left. That's a fun one, eh? Yeah.
All right, so guys, this is how it's going to work. We're going to send out a rescuer. You're going to have to then kick your ball with pinpoint accuracy as close to that rescuer as possible. They're going to bring it back in. We'll send the rescuer out again. We'll repeat that. And obviously the team that gets their rescuer, their final ball back across this line of safety first takes it.
This wave is going to chomp.
Right away. Shakana.
Awesome job today. You guys were champions. How did you find the experience?
No, massive experience. Didn't know much about life-saving. I'm usually the guy in the water. Never had to be saved before, but it's quite interesting to see what they go through, all the hand signals and the communication skills they need to have to be able to be lifesavers.
Oh, that's so good seeing on the beach, man. We've been friends for so long now, and obviously this being your home beach, but it's the first time you've done it with the Stormers. What's that been like?
It's been a very good experience so far, and it's really, really interesting, and it's really nice playing with the guys here on the beach, and we really did love it. And seeing them on action and doing some signal works and doing stuff that we do on a daily basis when on duty, you know?
I think it's so impressive to see how, when it comes down to a crux situation like saving a life, all involves the entire team. It's not just one man that's got to stand up, and it's so cool to see effective communication, teamwork, everybody assigned to a role that they're good at and executing it almost perfectly.
I think the best thing that I learned today was just stay on land, dude. Just stay on land.
That's your happy place.
Really nice to see the lifeguards getting the respect they deserve. Obviously, it's not an easy task. You see how hard they train, and for them to mingle with some of the pros when it comes to the rugby players as well, it's just a nice thing to see. And again, look at all these incredible friendships that are being made along the way, memories, and just full-on hears. I love it. Now, talk to me about the team. You've got a strong team down here at Clifton. You're now a local on this beach. What's it like protecting it?
You know, working every day is not too bad. I mean, it's the dream. I mean, just look at it. People, you come down, they ask you questions, it's vibey here, you know, it's a family vibe, everyone enjoys it. It's always a good time working here. It's a place where everyone wants to be.
What an incredible day, man.
What a jewel, man.
It just shows you that life-saving is not just about protecting and serving the people. It's also about building lifelong friendships, experiences, and of course, just leveling up with new skills.
Yeah, completely. It's a sense of community as well. And I think just like with the Stormers, with DHL in their corner, this life-saving club is going to blossom. They're going to flourish, and they're going to be able to do what they do best, which is ultimately create a safer future for us, and we appreciate it. What a day, bro.
Because we all love being at the beach, but we've all got to be so safe at the beach, and we need those lifeguards, otherwise known as lifesavers, to do just that. Seeing Ivan Roos, for example, Siabelo Senatla of the DHL Stormers being put to the task by those lifesavers was just so beautiful. But the sense of community coming together is the most amazing thing to see. Well done, guys.